Hey guys, strap in for this one because Nintendo is officially being sued. And no, not over some weird Joy-Con drift lawsuit or a copyright squabble over Mario fan art. We're talking about Nintendo being dragged into legal action by Brazil. And the reason? Because they've given themselves the power to remotely brick your Switch 2. And people are rightfully freaking out. This isn't just a Brazil problem. This might be the clearest example yet of how corporate control is slowly tightening its grip on gamers worldwide. So let's break it all down, talk about what's going on and why you should absolutely care, even if you've never set foot in Brazil. So here's the deal. The São Paulo Consumer Protection Agency, known as Procon-SP, has taken formal legal action against Nintendo of Brazil. Why? Because they say Nintendo's new end-user license agreement, yeah, that thing nobody reads, is abusive under Brazilian law. One of the biggest issues is this. If Nintendo thinks you've violated their terms, they can remotely disable your console, brick it, ban it, wipe it off the face of the gaming earth. And there's no court order involved, no appeals process, just a cold, lifeless Switch with the infamous 212445008 error code blinking at you. Now in Brazil, that's a huge no-no. Consumer rights there say a company can't just take away access to a product you bought without due process. So Procon-SP said, we're not letting this fly. And honestly, good. Now I know some of you are thinking, wait, doesn't banning happen on PlayStation and Xbox too? This isn't new. And yeah, sure, banning you from online services is one thing. If you mod your system or get caught cheating in Mario Kart 8, fine, ban me from the eShop, restrict online play. I get that. But this isn't just a ban. This is bricking the entire system. And people are reporting it's happening even when they just bought a used console that happened to be flagged. That's not protection, that's punishment. Sometimes for things you didn't even do. And you don't get a say. No explanation, no warning, no recourse. So now let's talk about this EULA, this license agreement that quietly changed back in May 2025. Nintendo added a new clause that basically says, you can't sue us. You can't be part of a class action lawsuit. If we mess up or brick your system, you agree to go through private arbitration, not the court system. And the best part? You only have 30 days to opt out, and you have to do it by sending a physical letter. No email, no website link, snail mail. Like it's 1995. Let me ask you something. How many of you even knew this happened? How many of you had time to mail a letter? Exactly. It's designed to make sure you don't opt out. You might be thinking, okay, this is bad, but it's just Brazil, right? Wrong. Because this lawsuit is calling out something that's now happening everywhere. You're giving companies like Nintendo full control over your console, your games, and now your legal rights. They can raise prices, change terms of service, block your games, and if you dare to push back legally, guess what? Too bad. You signed at EULA you didn't read. Game over. It's not just Nintendo. Xbox is doing it. PlayStation's done it. But Nintendo is the one trying to brick physical hardware remotely without legal process. That's the line. Back to Brazil. Procon-SP isn't playing around. They're demanding that Nintendo either remove these bricking and arbitration clauses or face full-scale illegal consequences. And maybe more importantly, they're pushing Nintendo to establish a full legal presence in Brazil so consumers can actually get help when something goes wrong. Now that's a move that could change things globally. If Brazil forces transparency and legal accountability, other countries might follow. This could be a turning point. Here's the bottom line. If you own a Switch 2, if you buy games digitally, if you use Nintendo Switch Online, you're affected. Because you don't own those digital goods, you license them. And with one little EULA update, Nintendo can pull that license right out from under you. And now they've made it legally difficult for you to fight back. That's not fair. That's not normal. That's not okay. We shouldn't need a government lawsuit to protect basic consumer rights. But here we are, and if Brazil wins this fight, we all benefit. So here's what I want to leave you with. You can love Nintendo, you can buy their games, you can enjoy your Switch too. But don't let that loyalty turn into silence. Ask questions, pay attention, speak out when something feels wrong, because this is wrong. And shout out to Brazil for not letting it slide. If you learned something today, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop a comment below. Do you think Nintendo has gone too far here? Or do you think the lawsuit is an overreaction? And hey, if you're in Brazil watching this, you guys are doing the Lord's work right now. Respect. Until next time, take care of your games and your rights.